welcome to another episode of My Crypto World. Today I want to talk about people who hoax. I've been told, or it has been suggested to me that I have to attack these people to become popular, that for me as an individual person and as a researcher in general and my group, that for me to become popular and really gain ground, that I have to attack, the camera was shaking, that I have to attack these people that hoax, and that's just not in my personality really. I mean, if they, I try to be, have some self-control. Oh yeah, I don't particularly like hoaxers. I don't appreciate what they do. I think it's a detriment to the community, Bigfoot community. But I will say this: if you are a known hoaxer and other researchers are buddy with you, I'll be good to you, and I'll be good to the people, but I'll never do a whole lot of work with you or share any much information with you. If you're a researcher and you associate yourself with a bunch of hoaxers and people who are proven to hoax and do a bunch of fake stuff, I'm not going to be interested in working with you or anything like that. I guess you would call it, most people call it guilt by association, supposedly. And I'm not saying that a good researcher cannot be fooled by one of these hoaxers. I know sometimes you can. They're getting more sophisticated with their hoaxing. And I'm not talking about somebody who, and to me now, a hoaxer is not somebody who gets fooled by evidence. It's, you know, sometimes you can be fooled. You can see something or film something and you may think it's a Bigfoot, and then really in reality it's maybe a bear, or you misinterpret the evidence, so to speak, or whatever you found. A good example of that, I guess, would be the bear double steps where the back foot and the front foot kind of hit together and it makes it look like a foot. Some people see those and they think, oh, it's a Bigfoot track, but really it's not. I mean, if you get fooled by something like that or make a mistake, that's not a hoaxer. A hoaxer is someone who is deliberately, dog or something making noise, who deliberately, hoaxer is somebody who deliberately sets out to fool people, and usually in the effort to get attention or to make money. And I'll say this about the hoaxers: I've known a few of them, and you know, well, I won't say I've known them. I've talked to a few of them. And sometimes they're not really bad people, I guess, in some ways, but in all honesty, they don't take the subject of Bigfoot serious, other than try to make some money or get famous or get on TV or on the news or something. And then other people just fake evidence to try to be popular on Facebook or whatever, or get views to the website or to the videos. And I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. I don't. But if you're a fellow researcher and you're associated with a bunch of these people and you're their buddy and stuff, I just won't hardly fool with you at all. I mean, I'll talk to you and I won't be mean to you, but I probably wouldn't be doing no working relationship with you, so to speak, or whatever. But I don't. Hoaxing's a bad deal, but it's been around forever. Well, I don't want to mention really nobody's name, but there have been some big time hoaxes that's got a lot of publicity, and some people still buy into the hoax and into the hoaxer. But man, you gotta be smarter than that. Come on. And some people are not really hoaxers. They have good intentions, but they see a face or every dark shadow and they think it's a Bigfoot. That also has a bad effect on the Bigfoot community. I know they mean well and they think they're really seeing something, but most of the time it's just a shadow. You know, you've seen the pictures where they have a picture and they have 24 circles on it, and there's 24 Bigfoot in this picture, and in reality it's nothing more than shadows and light and stuff like that. And that is just as, to me, that is just as degrading, I guess, or just as bad on the Bigfoot community as some guy puts on a suit and tries to film himself running through the forest. It's basically it's the same effect. People say, well, look at this, I told you there wasn't nothing to it. These people are seeing shadows and it's Bigfoot. They say it's Bigfoot, or this guy's in a suit, and it's just, but Bigfoot is real. Seen it, tracked it, found tracks and stuff like that. But the hoaxing and the people who are misinterpreting light and shadow really have a negative effect on the Bigfoot community. It's makes it harder for real research to be accepted, I guess, or to be even looked at sometime, because that's all that you get is the negative stuff, the fakes, and the there's nothing there but shadow stuff. It reminds me a lot of the some of it reminds me of the UFO stuff. They put out, they'll see a weather balloon, or they'll see one of those what is it called, a solar balloon one, kind of looks like a hot dog Winnie or something, or a cigar. They'll see those and they'll know what they are, and they'll say they're a UFO, or they'll film a blimp or something that's way off in the distance at the edge of darkness, kind of glowing, and they'll know what it is, and they'll still try to pass it off as UFO. And it brings everything down. Yes, there are anomalies in the sky that we don't understand what they are, know what they are. At least I don't. Well, I won't say that. I do know what some of them are, but there are unknown craft in the sky that the general population doesn't know what they are, and but we do know that most people know that some of the stuff that we've seen in the sky are not. They don't belong to us per se. We didn't create it or whatever. It's just beyond what conventional aircraft would do. So, but hoaxing is not good. Maybe good to get you some views and get you some attention and stuff, but it is damaging to the Bigfoot community. And it even though it opens some doors for you, as far as maybe it gets you on the TV or in a TV show or something like that, most serious researchers, they're probably not interested in teaming up with you unless they're just looking for some fame themselves. We'll ride somebody's coattails or something like that. To me, that's a sellout. If you don't believe in hoaxing and you're against hoaxing, but somebody hoaxes and gets kind of popular, and you want to just ride their coattails in hopes that you'll get popular, to me that's just a sellout. You're selling out yourself, man, for a little bit of fame and maybe some money. Who knows? I've been in Bigfoot a long time. There's really not no money in Bigfoot. I've filmed a TV show and helped on several TV shows, helped set up witnesses and things like that. They ain't paid me none. I ain't got no money from it. Now the little TV show I shot, I had to do some traveling, and they paid me a little bit on my gas money, stuff like that. But overall, no, there's no money in Bigfoot. That ain't been for me. I guess if you can get on TV, it makes it easier to sell your books, or if you got a book, I don't know, or maybe get views on your YouTube channel or whatever. And that's okay, I guess, if you're doing it, if you're legit. But when I get a chance, if I can, I try to debunk hoax videos if I can. I want to do it in a way that it doesn't, I don't want to beat the person up. I don't know, I'm just not that kind of guy, I guess. I think it's terrible, and I think they shouldn't do it, but I'd rather just expose it as a fake or a phony or whatever it is, and then people will eventually catch on, I guess, that, hey, don't trust this guy, he's already faking a bunch of stuff all the time. And, you know, all of his stuff has been debunked. And some stuff people debunk that they really don't debunk it. I know recently Snopes, they said, you know, they try to debunk everything, and there was an image of a motorcycle crash and some ambulances, and in the center of the film was what most people consider would be the soul of the person leaving the body. And Snopes they tried to debunk it and say it was a false claim, but the only thing they could prove the only thing they had for evidence that it was false, that the conclusion was that there might have been something on the lens of the camera. Well, they might have been, but that doesn't debunk the picture. You have to do more than that to debunk anything. You can't say, well, that could have been something on the picture, on the camera lens, a speck of dust or something. So that's not very good debunking, in my opinion. And some stuff is hard to debunk, but you have to, if you consider the source sometime, and I don't know who took that picture about the soul leaving the body thing, you know, that's, you have to consider where it came from. And who knows, it could have been real, could have been fake, I don't know. I do know that there have been studies that they said, that I've read about, that somehow I know they calculated the weight of the soul. They know that when the soul left the body, it weighed so much or something, I don't know. So I don't know if you can film something like that or not, or picture it or whatever, but it's kind of interesting. I've seen other pictures like that. But now hoaxing is not just limited to Bigfoot and UFOs. People hoax all kinds of stuff. You remember Balloon Boy? My kid's in the balloon. Well, the kid wasn't in the balloon. He was in the garage or something playing Game Boy. There's been a lot of hoaxes over the years. But hoaxing bad, not good. But why do people hoax, I guess, is, I know a lot of people ask that question, and the only thing I can ever come up with, I guess they get a thrill or whatever over out of fooling people or getting the attention, and in some cases I think it's for money. So I don't know, maybe they got some kind of gimmick there to make money. Some of them, the well-organized ones, do. They got some kind of follow-up to make money from it, I suppose. But it's hard to, once a person hoaxes something, it's hard to ever put any confidence in anything that they show. If you've been known to hoax things over and over and over, and then you do bring a real piece of evidence that you've actually found or whatever, it would be hard for anybody to accept that because of your past history. So I think it's better to be honest, even though it's slow, even though maybe you've not found nothing in a few days or a few months or a few weeks or whatever. I think it's better to be honest about it. And so, well, it's just been a slow time right now for some reason, than it is to present fake stuff. And then because eventually, if you present fake stuff, eventually somebody's going to find it out. It's going to be found out. That's what I think usually happens anyways. It may take a while, but somebody's finally, will figure it out and find out it's phony. So better to be honest and say, well, it's a slow time, and I'll tell you, it's been a slow time this year for me, but I've not been out much. Probably by the time this airs, I've already went on a trip to Canada and back. Hopefully don't get blown up at the airport or something like that, which I'm not going to the airport, so no chance of getting blown up at the airport. Might get blown up at the border, but might get blown up at the in the airplane. But I think it's better just to be honest and straightforward. I plan on getting out a lot more in the coming months because, I don't know, I don't know, maybe they I've not been out much this year, and I've been kind of busy, and went out a few times. And I got some new equipment coming. By the time this video's up, I'm sure I'll probably have it. It's a HD camcorder that also records sound. I like the idea of the HD video, but I really wanted the camera because it records sound. And in the area I'm wanting to place it, there shouldn't be no, well, I know there shouldn't be no people or anything like that, but so maybe it'll record some kind of cool sound. I don't know. I've had, in that area I'm wanting to put it at, I've had several vocalizations toward me, but I've not heard no howls per se, but and I couldn't find out where the source was coming from. But when you know you're alone and something hollers at you in the woods, it's kind of a unusual feeling. But I guess I'll wrap it up for this episode, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're enjoying these. I know the local Bigfoot one the local Bigfoot episode that I did a little while back, it's the local Bigfoot sighting episode that I did, sightings with an S, has been pretty popular. I mean, there's quite a few people wanting to hear stories, so maybe I'll go with telling a few more stories if that's what people want. But I think it's important too, just to talk about equipment and some of our techniques that we use. And some people may not find it interesting, but it may help you if you're new at Bigfooting, or just want to go out and try something while you're out hiking someday, or on family vacation or whatever. You know, don't take much to do a wood knock or a whoop or something like that. But I don't know. And of course, we don't want you to hoax. You know, by the end of this video, you should know that I don't like hoaxing. This makes it harder to sift through stuff. We waste time debunking false claims, and we waste time exposing hoaxes when we could be doing something more positive. So that's my 2 cents on the matter, I suppose. But anyways, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.